it's always good to start with a introduction. And now I think that I've got that sorted. As you're jumping on, just say hello. Let me know where you're from. I have the beautiful Kath from, is it sunny in New South Wales, Kath?
No, it's raining at the moment. Well,
it's beautiful.
It's here in Newcastle. I don't know where it is in the rest of the world.
Okay, so a little bit about me. My name is Erin. I am the creator of Holistic Woman, and I have a passion for holistic health. I am a mama of two, and I believe that my abundance and my lessons through motherhood are one of my most valuable tools and skills to be able to share with others. I am a holistic health mentor with the Juice Plus company, and I'm a women's empowerment coach, and I'm super passionate about speaking, sharing, birthing into the world more of our beautiful cyclic women's wisdom. It's been a massive part of my journey, and I feel so called to share with more people how important it is to have self-connection and self-growth, and to be brave and courageous in the world, and share your magic, because it can be really scary at times, but I think it's really, really important. Rock bottom is probably the easiest place to start when you go through a really big growth period. And for me, that was the time that my marriage broke down, and I found myself on my own with my two children and wanting to be the very, very best version of myself and not even know where to start. I was sick and tired all the time, and I don't mean just mentally and emotionally, but physically. I had neglected myself for such a long time, and that's where the rebuild needed to happen for me. So I was introduced to a beautiful whole food product, which I'm going to get Kath to share a wee bit about now. They were the pinnacle for me in creating change in my life, and I had to feel really shitty and get to that place to be able to rise again and rebuild from my health all the way up. So Kath, for me it was definitely nervous system and my immune system that suffered the most, and introducing these products was such a beautiful way to support those systems and help me feel the best that I could within my physical body.
Yeah. Go girl. So the products that I'll talk about quickly tonight are products from Juice Plus. Now the first lot of products is our fruit, veg and berry ones. These guys work on a cellular level to support your immune system, to fight off any nasties in the area, which is super important at the moment with this super bug going around. They also improve the blood flow and oxidization of your skin, which helps your skin be healthy, which is really good for if you suffer with eczema or any other skin conditions, which I used to suffer with a lot and I don't now, which is awesome. You don't have to take steroids and all those other bad, nasty things to put onto your body. And the other little product, which is based all around our nervous system, is our omegas. These little guys are amazing. They're a plant-based omega. They've got the omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 in them. They come from sustainable plant sources. Now, omega fatty acids are super important to have in your diet. They help with healthy brain function, healthy eye function, and they also support your nervous system. Without your nervous system, nothing runs. Your nervous system is your highway through your body. Basically, it helps you main communication through. So without that, your body just doesn't function properly. And that's these little beauties.
Thank you, Kath. Thank you. Thank you. I love collaborating with you, girlfriend. So important when we get to a place where we realize that something has to change. And that was definitely for me the place that I need to start. I'm going to try and share screen here and be even more technical. Can you see what I know? Thank you. So the reason why we're here, and I do like to be super conscious of everybody's time, time is very, very important. So rituals is a place in my morning that I have created over time, and piece by piece, I now have an hour that I dedicate to my soul connection, my time of growth, my giving back to my soul and my nourishment, so that as I travel throughout my day, that's my center. That's where I'm coming back to. That's where, you know, I'm basing my decisions from. That's where my intuitions are coming from. That's a really beautiful centered place, which in regards to nervous system is the strongest foundation. Absolutely. So important. It wasn't something that came easy to me. I don't think many people find the time for the things that they really need to for themselves. And for me, rituals was a place to start. Cacao is something that I have every morning. It's become one of my most favorite rituals. It started off with a little bit of movement in the kitchen as I was preparing the cacao, which in itself became this beautiful, you know, sensual connection that I found really, really important as a woman as well for that time of connection. It has incredible properties with the antioxidants in cacao, and I also add medicinal mushrooms and maca powder, which are insanely amazing for your hormones, and as women, so important. Music and movement became the second part of this morning ritual that I was having. I was making my cacao. I was starting to feel really centered in my body and more grounded, more central, more connected. Then came the music. Being able to connect with music is not something that I find really easy, and it is out of my comfort zone. There have been times where I'm really connected into it, but it's something that I have to work on. So putting the music on, being able to feel into my body is a beautiful centering experience, and that was the place where I started. It was easy on myself. I wasn't beating myself up over not being able to fulfill this lists and tasks that I'd set for myself, or these intentions that I'd had for this morning time. It was one thing that was for me and became the foundations. Something I speak about a lot is our yoni work. So as women, being able to be connected into that womb space, that life force, that energy, that creation, that's a really, really powerful tool, and also brings us into a place of center. This is something that I'm really working on over the next few months, is creating more of this connection. It's something that I love to speak about and to be able to share with more women, just because it's an idea that not everybody has explored. And until we explore something, we don't know whether our minds are open or ready to receive something new. Breath work is such an incredible way to heighten our brain waves. There's deep breath work. We had an experience at the start of last year with a company called O2 Awakening, and they work a lot of mythology around the breath work connecting you to a more conscious state, so more of like a healing space, which I found really, really interesting, and as an experience was quite moving energetically, emotionally, which is really, really cool. And it ties so much into our meditation in our mornings, being able to take the breath, connect into that heart center, slow ourselves down, calm our nervous system, feel more grounded. This gives us a beautiful space to be able to process what's going on in our minds and slow that down enough that we have a deeper connection. Something I love to do in the mornings is journaling. It's not only just a brain dump of all the things that have been building up and, you know, getting put to the back of the list, but a time where I can remind myself of my values, a time that I can remind myself of the things that I'm grateful for, the time that I can allocate to myself to be creative and allow things to flow through me that need to, so I'm not holding on to them and creating more stagnant energy in my body. That creates a beautiful space for gratitude. Our state of gratitude is the start of our manifestation. You know, being able to reach a vibe of gratitude and feel really open to receive all of the goodness that we're here to create. Device-free time was a game changer. I was waking up every morning, I was jumping straight onto my socials, I was answering messages and emails, and that was the mindset that my day was starting on before I completely cut off from device. First couple of hours of the day to create that soul connection time, opposed to being caught up in the day-to-day. You know, the rut just continues. If you're not creating the time and the space away from that, then you're not allowing that soul time, that space. Stretching for me was a very, very hard one to bring into my morning routine. I had a belief that stretching in the morning was too hard. It was too tough on my body. And what I found to be true was the slow introduction of it each day, and each day compiling, and the next day I would do more. My body now thrives in that space of stretching in the morning. It's gotten so used to it that I can feel my body, you know, it's telling me I need to sit down, I need to stretch. My muscles are communicating to me that there's some work there to be done. Setting intentions is a beautiful practice when you have time to attach your emotions to these intentions. Intentions are something that we set for ourselves a lot as human beings. I think we put ourselves under a lot of pressure with the amount of intentions or things that we should be doing each day instead of focusing on the being. There's some beautiful, beautiful work that can be done around intention setting and creating a place where we can bring more of what we want into the world by really laying out what it is that we want. Intentions can be very, very loose, or they can be really deep in the sense that we really want to bring these into our reality. Affirmations are beautiful work in breaking those limiting beliefs that we have, those heavy old belief patterns that constantly pop up for us, to challenge us and get us in a more positive mind frame. Using I am statements are a great way to combat that negative self-talk that's in the background. You know, some days it's in the foreground, but mostly in the background, to be able to combat those with some new, strong, beautiful beliefs that you choose to have about yourself, opposed to that negative loop. Mirror work is something that still really scares me. I think it's something that is very confronting, not just because you're speaking to yourself in the mirror, but it allows and holds a space for emotion to rise, which can be really confronting. And I think that's the irony of mirror work. But like anything, it can always feel a little bit bizarre to begin with, but the more that we are committed to doing the work and adding things into our day that are going to create a more centered and calm approach, supporting our nervous system and allowing us to be more of who we are, opposed to who the world would like us to be. So yeah, if you're feeling brave, give mirror work a go. It definitely, you know, affirming those I am statements is a great place to start. Smudging is a beautiful energetic tool. It's neutralizing of energy. They have a beautiful scent, and aroma has a really magic way of being able to help us change states and feel more calm and more centered. So these, you know, these aren't all textbook things, guys. These are things that I've tried. These are things that have made me feel good. They're things that have, you know, helped propel me on my growth journey and creating more connection with self, and, you know, allowing me to be in a place where I feel really called to speak and to share a message. And the message tonight being, if you are looking for growth, if you're looking for somewhere to start into regard to, you know, creating a self-love system for yourself, a self-love ritual, any of these that I've spoken tonight to you about are a great place to begin. It doesn't need to be all at once. You know, each little piece that you chew off will become more manageable and more exciting. You know, growth is an incredible vehicle, and really recognizing that small things in your day can make the biggest difference to that connection, and how you feel and how you're supporting your beautiful body and your nervous system and your immune system, you know, this gorgeous vessel that we're all in. So I really feel called to dive a little bit deeper on these rituals. You know, this is still all very fresh and new for me as well. These are things that are now stuck, but I feel, you know, me just going through this process, it definitely helps more people to be aware and more interested and willing to open themselves to creating a little bit of change. So from the 30th of March, I'm going to be running a week solid program on morning rituals, where I'm going to dive really deep into each of these areas to allow you to explore them, to give you the support that you need to implement them, because accountability is half the work. You know, these things that we want for ourselves are amazing, but adding the action in there is the most important part, and having that accountability in a group setting is a really fantastic way to get that kick started. So I will be opening applications for that tonight, and we'll be running it. So it's next Monday, the 30th of March. So if any of that is to of interest of you, and this is something that you would like to explore further, but would love the support of a beautiful, like-minded community behind yourself to be able to do that, then definitely reach out. I want to thank the beautiful Kath for being on here this morning and always sharing her love and passion through this work that we do. So thank you, Kath. You rock my world, girlfriend. I hope you all have an amazing evening. Please reach out if there's anything that's come up for you or any questions that you might have. And have a beautiful, beautiful evening. Thank you.